What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Martin, aka Level, here on the Level Up channel, and today we are going to react to 7 Days Stranded at Sea, a video uploaded by Mr. Beast himself. I saw this has been trending on YouTube. I guess they're on this little platform or whatever the fuck, this raft, I don't fucking know, and they're going to try to survive at sea for 7 days. Hopefully this goes well. I don't know what to expect. I haven't seen one bit of this video, but let's not waste no more time. If you could please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, as this really does help out the channel moving forward. Without any further ado, let's get into the video.
On a raft in the middle of the ocean. And there goes our boat. We are now stranded for 7 days.
How much longer?
7 days.
Frick.
This raft is literally countless miles from the nearest civilization. And whether we like it or not, my 4 friends and I are stuck on this raft. And it's not gonna be easy.
This is brutal.
We're all at rock bottom now. This challenge went from fun to a literal nightmare very fast. So step one, we're gonna get sunburned if we don't get shade.
And I had survival specialists equip this raft with tons of wood, rope, and everything else we would need to build ourselves a shelter.
Well, that's good.
To get started, we are running out of light.
I got this side. Oh, my finger. Now we set these up like a teepee.
We picked the worst day to start. As you can tell by the clouds, it's literally about the storm.
If this was me, there's no way I'm surviving. I'm just letting y'all know now. Like, I know it's in our, or as human beings, to kind of have that natural instinct, survival instinct. There's absolutely no fucking way I would survive. Not a chance. I wouldn't even know how to start building shit. What is this, bamboo? Especially my friends. There ain't no fucking way we're surviving on this raft for 7 days.
First thing we want to do is set up some structure to cover us. Also, since we're on this slab of wood for the next 7 days, we need a place to hide from the sun so we don't get sunburnt. So 2 birds, 1 stone.
Speaking of birds, while we were building, this happened.
Bro, the bird! It's coming right at us! Oh my god.
Yo, oh my god, it's a bird.
Yo. This is crazy.
We should name him.
What's his name?
Brian.
Brian.
Brian!
Brian. What if you went and caught some fish? I know. He's looking at me. He understands.
Jimmy, just say the word.
Put the knife away.
Okay, I'll put the knife away.
And the hatchet.
And while Brian watched, we worked on our first shelter for the rest of the day. Except for my friend Tariq, who spent the entire day getting cool drone shots. And I'm not even mad about it.
Inside this crate is the food for all 5 of us for the next 7 days.
Oh my gosh.
And they just had some pretty good ass snacks in here. What the fuck are Legos? The fuck is that? At least they have Jack Links. I'd have been snacking on this shit majority of the time. Almonds are great. That's fine. A lot of canned foods. I hope they bought a fucking can opener. At least they have a knife to open this shit. I hate peanut butter. I don't know if a lot of people know that, but I fucking hate peanut butter. I'd rather die. Okay? But at least they have the Jack Links. That'd be me all day. If I was expected to survive on this raft for 7 days and to catch my own food, meaning the fish, there ain't no fucking way. But if I had to make my own fucking spear, first of all, that would never work. And number 2 is if I had to, you know how big the fucking fish are in the ocean or the sea? There's no way I'm taking them off the hook. Ain't no fucking way. I can't even take catfish off the fucking hook at my own local lakes down the street from my house when I go fishing.
And in these 2 barrels is our entire water supply for all 5 of us.
How does it taste? Very hot. Oh no. We're screwed.
There was dirt in my cup.
It's getting dark, and that crate has the word sleep on it. Hopefully the survival guides gave us something soft. Why are they wet? Things do get wet on a boat. Yeah. I'm ready for bed. I want to go to sleep.
All right, this is night 1, and Brian is just yawning.
Did they fucking give him some canned food right here, bro? Did they legit? I don't know if that is what that is, but I think they gave the homie some canned food. So shout out to them for that.
I didn't realize what I was signing up for. It's hot. This thing will not stop sweating, and I feel like I'm gonna puke. And I'm surrounded by a bunch of sweaty people.
Hey, sweaty man.
A lot of sweaty balls.
Bad on day 1. What are you gonna smell like on day 7?
Oh gosh.
I had to pack some deodorant, I can't lie. Old Spice or
Our
something.
first night of sleep was really rough. Sleeping is impossible. These waves are just making me miserable. And to make matters worse, our best friend Brian ended up leaving us that morning.
Brian! Brian!
But regardless, today's objective is to build ourselves a permanent weatherproof shelter.
How do we turn that into a livable structure?
There's definitely something here.
Luckily, I had them throw a bunch of wood on the raft so we could build a nice house.
But ironically, right as we got started,
Oh no, it's raining!
Oh no.
Start throwing!
Jimmy, get my shark pillow!
This is miserable. This is bad. Jesus Christ, you're not doing the right thing, Nolan. Listen with your ears. Why do you yell so much? Because you don't want to hit Nolan.
It's just rain.
Shut up. At least we don't have to shower. Yeah. This is so bad. And we still have over 6 days left.
They should have done this on day 1. Like, I get they made that little TP structure crap, but they should have legit not stopped until they made the structure that they were satisfied with. Especially because they knew it was going to rain. When I would have noticed that it wasn't raining, that's when I would have continued to build a more supportive structure to keep me dry and shit in case it does rain.
The moment the rain finished, the boys and I needed to build all of our survival essentials.
At least it stopped.
Starting with the shelter.
We're tearing this down in the name of something better.
5-minute break for Chris.
I also need a break. I'm seasick. I'm out of it.
You gotta pick this up. I can't pick it up anymore.
I feel like you're doing all the work, but we got 2 other goofs just laying down.
I'm miserable.
That'd have been another struggle of mine. I've never been on a boat in the middle of the sea or the ocean before. I mean, just like, you know, Buffalo Lake here in my hometown, like a big old lake that everybody goes to on the weekends to like barbecue tube or something like that. I just have severe motion sickness. I can't even ride roller coasters at my fair, which is cool. Because I don't mind eating all the fucking food or playing the little carnival games and shit that are around. The first time I ever was on a plane was we were headed to Vegas. I threw up. For some reason, I get real car sick when we go on long road trips. So I always have to take medication there too. Yeah, being seasick and shit like that, I can imagine with the waves moving. Yeah, I would have been the wrong person to pick as a partner for this shit.
Is that a whale? I think that's a whale. That's insane. Oh my God. That is unreal. There are actually whales. This experience just keeps getting better. Shelter, water, not being near Nolan. I'm never gonna take that for granted again. I severely regret making this a 7-day challenge instead of a 50-hour challenge like all our other videos. We keep rocking back and forth. It's freaking miserable. I'm gonna puke.
And finally, just as the sun was going down,
Camp is now organized.
This might be the most tired I've ever been in my entire life.
It's now day 3, and somehow our building didn't fall over. I'll take that as a dub.
Noises that this structure made while I was sleeping last night filled me with nightmares.
it's day 3 and we've really started to get into a rhythm. Our morning routine consisted of peeing in the corner,
Bro, who vlogs in the pee corner?
I'm not moving.
eating our breakfast,
Surviving on Feastables. What's all you need?
and drinking hot barrel water.
So dehydrated. I need this. We're about 36 hours in, and we're almost halfway through a barrel of water. Is that
Oh,
slow
no.
or fast? We're gonna run out on day 6. Kind of curious to see what's under the boat. Dude, there's so many fish below us.
So we decided to try to catch some dinner, but we weren't very good at it.
Why does this take so long?
Not
I just want something to put in my stomach.
Brian!
Ryan, help us catch fish.
Brian!
What are they called? Pelicans? Imagine that's the same fucking pelican, bro. I think that's what they're called. But imagine that's the same fucking bird. It's been 2 days. And homie barely showed his face again. The nerve. The fucking nerve of that bird.
Turns out fishing is a lot harder than YouTube. After hours, we caught absolutely nothing. Why can't we catch anything?
Oh, I give up.
We were tired, dehydrated, and hungry.
I wonder what
which
they used
forced
as
us
bait.
to dig into our rations.
Let's have ourselves a feast. Yeah! We call it a feast. A bowl.
In our supplies, we had wood to build a fire and pans to cook with.
You take big stick and make really little sticks. And then make medium sticks. Then use the big sticks at the end. Look at them beans, baby.
Shout out to him, because otherwise, who knows if they would have been able to even fucking start a fire. Shout out to him. He fucking built their form of protection with that structure, and now he started the fire. I mean, I don't know. Shout out to him. He looks like he's the main reason they've survived this long so well. I don't even like beans like that, but that shit looks good.
For 3 days. When have I ever been this excited over canned chili?
Hey, I put some love
Like
into
me
this
some
one.
chili.
It's not just canned chili anymore. It's
Shout
got
out to Wolf Chili,
tomatoes,
though.
Kidney beans.
You don't have to keep talking. I'm already drooling.
This was our first hot meal in days, but it was also a good chunk of our rations, so we made sure to enjoy it.
I'm feeling a lot better. I think the first 2 days were definitely the most miserable. I think we're slowly losing our minds and it's actually becoming bearable. I still haven't gone to the bathroom. That's my biggest concern now.
Oh, homie's constipated. Get that man a laxative.
Better.
none of us managed to get any sleep.
We lost the back of our fort last night. The house needs some repairs.
Tensions are pretty high on the raft this morning. Nolan's a little upset. He broke his bed.
Oh my God!
Nolan is struggling. He's just in his feels right now.
It'll be okay.
You probably would have quit the channel if I did that.
This is easily the worst. Oh, there's thunder. I swear if it starts raining again.
Laser's finally pooping. Can you play a celebratory song?
Laser beam is
pooping. See how all those clouds over there are dark? Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna pour down on us tonight. Tonight's gonna suck.
We didn't know it yet, but the biggest storm of the entire challenge was heading right towards us. And when we saw it approaching, we tried to prepare as much as possible.
Can't wait for another storm just to destroy all this again. There's a storm of ruin!
The storm was really starting to pick up, but that night it got so much worse.
This really puts the helter in shelter, eh?
Oh no!
Dude!
Oh,
Are you kidding me? It's leaking!
oh no.
This shelter is the opposite of waterproof.
This is brutal. What do we do? We have 3 more nights in this.
Next 3
Nolan.
days, by the way. Oh, struggling right now.
Is this safe anymore? We would have just filmed this in a studio. But no, we have to be the real channel that doesn't fake things.
Oh, we're gonna die. We're getting just destroyed.
And it's only day
The
4.
storm was reaching a new peak with every passing hour. We were desperate, so we tried using our beds as literal walls to protect us from the rain.
We're all at rock bottom now. Been raining for a few hours. Stuff's freezing cold. We don't have beds. I'm getting nauseous.
I don't know if we're gonna make it this full 7 days at this point.
If y'all don't, I wouldn't fucking blame you.
Stop for around 20 hours straight.
Damn.
And after standing the whole night, completely soaked and exhausted, we had to push ourselves to dry off our supplies and rebuild camp.
Can you imagine after all this shit, now now you've suffered in the fucking rain for 20 hours straight. You didn't get no sleep. And now you're forced to have to restructure mini house that you got here. Like, to me, I would have fucking been mad as hell. I can't even lie. I wouldn't have wanted to do that shit. I'd have just rather dealt with this fucking wannabe house for just a couple more days and fuck it. I'd have ate, pissed and shit and just slept or tried to sleep as much as I could.
Our entire fire pit is completely drenched. We couldn't start a fire if we wanted to tonight. No dinner.
And to make matters worse, all of our food was completely soaked, meaning only a portion of it was still safe to eat.
We had stability, we had food, we had dry beds, and we took it for granted.
We cannot take another night like that. We need to waterproof the shelter.
I'm thinking, why don't I make a really big clothesline and hang up all our wet stuff? Maybe we'll have dry towels by tomorrow.
He's the homie out of all of them that you would want to take with you if you had to survive, because he built the fucking structure, he started the fucking fire, and he was smart enough. Because again, I didn't think of that. I didn't think about making a fucking clothes rack for all our shit to dry on. I didn't think about that. I'd have just been like, man, if the sun comes out, it'll dry it if it's just laying there. It's just a simple stuff like that. See, I don't have the survival skills to fucking survive if this was me. I probably wouldn't even have made it day 2.
After fixing camp, we were so exhausted that we spent most of the day sleeping. But at least when we woke up, we were reunited with a familiar friend.
Brian.
Brian.
Damn, he brought friends with him.
After being stuck on a raft for 5 days with these guys,
This really is a nightmare.
I'll admit it, I miss Brian.
Brian, moved on.
You may not have given up on Brian, but Brian gave up on you.
The new reinforced waterproof fortress actually worked. Lennon said it rained last night, did it?
Yeah, at 4 a.m. sprinkled a little
Hey,
bit.
here's the beauty. I didn't even know.
That was the best sleep I've ever gotten.
I actually got a full night's sleep last night.
I can barely even open my eyeballs.
I would say this is the hardest challenge we've ever done. Adding the extra 5 days on the end of a 50-hour challenge.
What the fuck? I did not expect that shit. That had me rolling, bro. Hold on. I gotta watch that again.
I can barely even open my eyeballs.
I would say this is the hardest challenge we've ever done. Adding the extra 5 days on the end of a 50-hour challenge definitely makes it harder. The fact that we're just drifting at sea on this hunk of wood, that's pretty impressive.
And while it seemed like the rain was over, we found ourselves encountering a new obstacle.
We've gone from shivering cold like 2 nights ago to it being scorching hot, unbelievably hot.
I'm about to jump in the water because I'm getting too hot.
We're gonna go swimming.
I hope Nolan can swim.
And while they cooled off in their own way, we got creative with ours.
Oh, yeah, it's bad. Cold air. I feel amazing.
A jellyfish hit me.
No.
Hide is the ocean hate us.
I knew it was a great idea not to go swimming.
Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, I got a little welts and some red lines.
But yeah, see, that wouldn't have been me. I will admit, Chris and that other dude are alone on that one because there ain't no fucking way I'm jumping in that water. It'd have been different to maybe use a cup to get some of the water and pour it on myself, but I wouldn't have fucking just dived on in there. Me personally, there ain't no fucking way. But that's because I would have just thought there were sharks in that motherfucker the whole time.
I'm
And
hot.
I don't want to be alive. because
Yeah.
I'm hot.
It's very hot. But as the sun went down, we were optimistic about reaching the finish line.
We have less than 24 hours left in the challenge.
This has genuinely been the hardest challenge video I've ever been a part of.
Honestly, this whole experience has made me appreciate all the things we take for granted in life, like your shower, your food,
I miss food.
a working toilet. I never want to poo in a bucket again.
This is our final night sleeping together, everybody.
I'm so glad to sleep alone.
I'm gonna miss sleeping by your side.
100%. I would not rather sleep next to any other man.
And with that, I'm going to bed.
You couldn't have paid me any amount of money to do this challenge.
After an amazing night's sleep, we were visited by a familiar face.
Brian brought his family.
He was coming to say goodbye.
To us on the last day. Thank you, Brian. That meant a lot.
It's almost like we were family to Brian.
We were.
He kept us safe during the night we had the least shelter.
Maybe he's just a pea-brain bird.
Shut up.
We spent over 150 hours on this floating piece of wood. And even though it was easily the hardest thing I've ever done, the boys and I still had some good times.
Where's this boat?
Where's the boat?
In the boat!
Then finally, the end was literally in sight.
The boat is coming! Alert the ship of our location.
Signaling the boat!
Why is it moving so abnormally slow?
Oh my God!
I'm getting off this route.
Yo, shout out to Mr. Beast Bro and his crew for making this shit happen and making this shit so entertaining. You could not have paid me any amount of money to do this challenge whatsoever. There ain't no fucking way I'm just hopping out on this goddamn raft and surviving for 7 days at sea, stranded. Hell no. I definitely would have missed the food. Not having a toilet to shit in would have definitely probably been an issue as well. But anyways, I mean, that's going to go ahead and do it. That was pretty entertaining. I can't even lie. Shout out to Brian, the bird, for saying his goodbyes. And shout out to Mr. Beast and his group for making this possible and entertaining for us to watch. I'm going to go ahead and leave a link to Mr. Beast's channel down below, as well as the link to the original video. Y'all make sure to go check it out. And make sure if you're not already, go follow Mr. Beast, man. But anyways, that's going to go ahead and do it. If you'll please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, as this really does help out the channel moving forward. And yeah, I mean, that's all from me. And until next time, peace.